Good morning. Just a quick update really after the bank holiday weekend. I hope you all had a nice time and a nice break, which I pretty much did, and that was nice. Weather was interesting. Today, right now, I'm in Welwyn Garden City. It's beautiful out there today. So having said that, I was in Ilford at 6:30 this morning on a site that had been poured on with rain, and yeah, my footwell is now full of mud. A day in the life. I guess probably my biggest talking point was that yesterday I had a minor disagreement with my landlady, excuse me, over a loaf of bread really. That's how it started a few days ago. I went to get something to eat. Someone had thrown my bread out. I asked my landlady if she'd done that. She said yes, that it was out of date on the 24th of April. It wasn't. I'd only bought it 2 days before. I didn't say anything. To be fair, she said she was going to the shops and she'd get me some more, but I said no thank you, I'll sort something out myself. And then later that day, I noticed that she basically wasn't talking to me. Later in the evening, she walked past me with a face like a bulldog licking piss off a thistle, and I just carried on. I didn't see her again until yesterday. She was out and about over the weekend. I'd been to the gym. I walked in, said hello, didn't get a reply, so I just thought, oh fucking hell. I stopped and said, look, you've obviously got the arsehole with me. Should you want to talk it out? And she just kind of went off on one a little bit. I basically said, look, I guess I'm next in the firing line. I've lived with you now for 6 months. It seems like you are just constantly waiting to bite someone's head off. Which then she tried to flip around and say that I was being personal with her, and I said, no, look, I'm just making an observation. I'm not the only person who makes that observation, but if I've offended you, I apologise. And it just was very frosty again, so I just said in the end, look, I'll tell you what, let's just keep this simple. I'll start looking for somewhere else to live. And her instant reaction was, would you like a reference letter? I said, no, you're all right, thanks. So that's where we finished yesterday. I'll find somewhere else. To be honest, I think to an extent this has been coming really. I noticed quite early on when I first moved in that this lady, she's a nice enough lady, but she's very switchable, and you kind of find yourself having to tread on eggshells quite a lot, and it's a bit uncomfortable really. Yeah, and I had actually said that to her previously. She was on a cruise with her mum, dad and sister her parents are very wealthy. She doesn't work, she's on an allowance, and they go off on holiday together quite often. While she was away, she had an absolute meltdown with our housemate and her best friend, who was staying to look after her cats for her while she was away. I don't even know what caused it. It was nothing as far as I could see. She told the housemate to pack his stuff and get out of her house. He's lived there for 20 years. She told her best friend, get out of my house, I don't want to see you again. Came back, it was really frosty. I could hear her all the time. I just stayed in my room, but I could hear her telling everyone and anyone who would listen, you know, how awful these people are, and da-da-da. It was caused by nothing, literally nothing. In the end, after a few days of kind of tiptoeing around, I spoke to her, and she said, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I said, but to be honest, the atmosphere, it's made me very uneasy. She apologised, and things kind of moved on back to normal. But I remember thinking, and I said it to my housemate in the moment, if I ever get caught in those crosshairs and get spoken to like that and told to leave for no reason and blah blah blah, I'll just leave. I won't have a conversation about it. I'll just leave. So yeah, it's where I live, and it's kind of tricky, but I think it looks like I will be finding somewhere else and getting on my way, which is going to be a real fucking pain in the arse, if I'm honest, because I'm so tired of moving around and heaving all my stuff around. But that's life, you know. Sometimes things don't work out, and it's looking like that is how things are. Just to compound everything, I threw some washing in yesterday evening, and the washing machine broke mid-wash, so my stuff is all in the washing machine. I can't sort it out. I had to leave a note and say, look, I think the washing machine's broken. My suspicion is that somehow I will be blamed for that. Probably not, but I wouldn't be surprised. This lady can be very reactionary, and she likes to pigeonhole everything to this is caused by this and this is caused by that. So yeah, I'll see what the upshot of that is when I get home later. But I hope you've all had a nice bank holiday, and we'll see what happens in the coming days. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine.